Your vision slowly dims as you drift off to sleep in the inn's downy mattress. Suddenly, your senses are seized by an enthralling vision of Firma from centuries in the past. Chapter 1, Evolution. Present day. All the way back, far into the mist of time. As the millennia grind ever onwards, evolution on the planet of Firma is about to take an unexpected turn. As we fast forward in time. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, man. Okay, well, whatever those are, they hunt using rocks. Oh, what do we have here? Treasure. Money. Treasure. Treasure for money. Oh, they're learning trading. Okay, so whatever this race that they're evolving, whatever that is, blah 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 blah, whatever that is. Okay, maybe magic of some kind. Magic, maybe religion. They're evolving is what they are. Oh, okay, and now here they are. Over the course of 30,000 years, the simple lizards of Mount Agni have evolved into an advanced, intelligent race, the Pithlurians. Oh, hey, I got that right. It was that they were evolving. They learned to hunt together, learn trade, learn, like I said, maybe magic, could be religion, but they evolved. 30,000 years. My lord Asmodeus, we have returned from our scouting mission of the overworld. Speak. Tell us what you have found. Yes, my lord. The overworlders are frail. They are small in number and have few metal-crafted weapons. If you choose to strike against them, we would crush them easily. You have been heard. Dismissed. Generals, speak your minds. Zenak. Asmodeus, our numbers have swelled. If we do not expand beyond this blessed mountain, we will not have the resources to feed but 2 mouths of 3. Treylock. It pains me to agree with Zenak, but for the sake of my clan, I must beseech you. Do not artificially confine us. Our destiny is to rule this entire world, not just a single mountain. Baxar, Wilson, what say you? I second Treylock's sentiments. Our people have overcome great hardships living in this mountain, while the overworlders enjoy easy lives amid lush landscapes. Most significantly, it is Astaroth's will that only those born from the blessed fire of this volcano may rule Firma. These overworlders are mere pretenders to our true glory. Do not allow lesser beings to dictate the natural ascension of our superior species. Astaroth's will? You still cling to the myths of the old dark god? The people are restless, my lord. The close confines breed frustration amongst our kind. Let their frustrations loose upon the overworlders. Those that do not die by our blades must surrender to our will and serve as slaves. You have been heard. Leave me. I have much to consider. The next day, the decision is unanimous. It will be war. It appears the long-eared overworlders will be our greatest challenge. The grease-skinned mongrels could be enslaved by our newborn babes. It is our destiny to rule our world. Okay, well that happened many millennia ago? Regardless, that's not great. Hi everyone, Cendril here. Welcome back to Last Dream World Unknown. after a cryptic vision in our sleep, we are going to head to the Mercenaries Guild. Oh, sleeping bag. Let's not take the treasure chest. Not that I can't take the guards, but let's be nice. Medium SP orb. Anything else? I bet some of you thought, oh man, he's just going down the line. He's going to accidentally hit that treasure chest, isn't he? Nope. I was careful. Okay, let's... Fully rested. Resting an in will give you all your HP and MP back. Yay. A bunch of people to talk to. We might want to talk to people in the pub. They may have some information. Council aides bodyguard. Well, not much of a bodyguard if you're sitting here drinking. You know, we have to get along. Everybody, all the races. Hey, I have a certain bit of information I'm not supposed to tell. Maybe you buy me another beer. Sure. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Since we're friends now, I'll tell you. These rich elves from Westonia sent us with a heavy purse for the Mercenaries Guild. They're worried about some grave trouble brewing here. I don't want to cause alarm. I don't see no trouble. My grandfather recently passed away. He bequeathed this treasure map to me in his will, yet I have no interest in venturing into the wild to find treasure. Can I have it? In his prime, he was a fearless adventurer, and I believe that my father and I fell short in his eyes. Should I feel guilty for not keeping this treasure map? No. I will treasure the memory of the man, not the items which he left me. Please take it. Treasure map! Check the map menu for directions to this buried treasure. Map. Buried treasure 10. All the way over there. This is where we are. It's all the way over there. We can get buried treasure maps from NPCs, treasure chests, etc. Usual places. Bounty. Gargantuan Golem. See Mercenary Guild for reward. Keep an eye out for that. If you go to where the treasure is, you can find, well, treasure. Getting there is half the fun. Because you see, it's all the way over on some other continent. So we'll have to wait on that. Do not share my fellow citizens' appetite for messing in next-gen affairs. Neutrality is a virtue when your interests are equally served by either result. Want a drink? 500G. No. Tonic? There it is. Tonic, you can actually buy, well, special tonics. What these will do will boost a certain stat for one battle. For one ally. So this one's attack, defense, int, and it's all the same. It's 30 and then an additional 10% of your total. HP, MP, crit. Critical is interesting. Accuracy. A bigger version, which is more expensive. 50 and then plus 10. 150 HP, 150 MP, plus 50 critical. That's a lot of critical. I like that. Okay, let's make some progress, shall we? We should talk to the NPCs. We've gotten some stuff. See if they have anything. You're talking about goblin culture. I'm just gonna go over these really fast because I'm sure some of you are chomping at the bit to get on with the story. Let's go to the Mercenary Guild. You said we were going to the Mercenary Guild. You're giving directions. Although court is to the west, you should listen to all the NPCs because we may have to make a decision about goblins and humans. Who knows? What kind of decisions we'll have to end up making in this game. So you'll want to hear from all the NPCs, get the lay of the land. Course to the west, you'll be hard-pressed to reach there. Hard-pressed to travel it directly. Niche is equally out of reach unless you have a boat. Sail south. Goblin Enclave Ronkar resides precariously nearby to Niche on an adjacent island. Keep sailing south from Ronkar and you'll find yourself north of Rockwood. I've studied the latitudes of Firma all my life, and yet the actual shape of our world eludes me. Bloodshed. History is bad. Bloodshed is bad. Got it. A dwarf. Okay. Don't go into the forest around Rockwood. They're infested with terrible spiders called one-eye arachnids. I've written several letters to Ignatius asking him to eradicate them, but no luck yet. Oh, maybe we can do that. Can I play the piano? Let's find out. That's really cool. Multi-talented I am. Some of you may disagree, but anyway. One other person I would talk to you. Amateur historian. Corps was formed in the peaceful wake of the Great War and maintains an optimistic ethos that contrasts with Rockwood and niche thick walls. Fortunately, fear and niche has dampened such goodwill, and court may soon conform to a more guarded stance. Talk to all the NPCs. You never know what kind of information you're going to get, what kind of items you may get. Nearly as large as Theopolis. Admittedly, Rockwood's growth is evident in the tightly squeezed homes along the northern edge of town. However, I still favor Rockwood because space constraints have not yet resulted in the raising of homes in favor of apartments like in Theopolis. Interesting. So they're using apartments to save space. Because they have a bunch of people. Oh, okay. North Aldrin, South Aldrin, Uldra, Vir, Orphos, Ugbar. Quite a few islands that we're going to explore. Because they probably have treasure or maybe an optional dungeon or something on them. And that really big island to the east of Uldra. Whatever is there. Okay. So we're probably in North Aldrin, I believe is where we are at. Seemingly random numbers are scrawled on the page. You can't make any sense of them. Okay. Oh, wow. Map. Okay, another map. Struggling merchant. I've heavily invested in course growth. Thus it has been with dismay I have witnessed my business diminish after the earthquake destroyed the Western Trade Route's underground bridge. Unless you have a heavily equipped protection detail, there's no way to transport goods to Core. Only members of the Mercenaries Guild dare venture through the Northern Frozen Tower, or Southern Abandoned Tunnel. Alright, well, let's go check out this Mercenaries Guild. Hi. Welcome to the Mercenaries Guild. Barracks to the left, pub to the right, Guildmaster's quarters, and training grotto to the south. Okay. Virgil, grizzled mercenary. Don't be confused by the name Mercenaries Guild. We use the name mercenary to mean we are beholden to no nation. Many hear the name mercenary and connect negative connotations to it. We're not simply soldiers for hire. We only accept missions within our ethical guidelines, and we often work for free. Oh, okay, well that's nice. Angry mercenary. Can't believe Ignis didn't send me to court. He said that my emotions would cloud my judgment. Ridiculous! Those prejudiced nations need to be taught a lesson. I think you just made his point. I'll concede that my judgment was clouded when I pushed for the abandoned tunnel over the frozen tower. The old dwarven stronghold is a massive labyrinth that has been the death of many foolish explorers. Huh. Is that a fact? So it sounds like the frozen tower is the easier path to go. Constantine, guild treasurer. Every now and then I leave the trappings of my ledger and piles of paperwork for the cacophony of the pub. Alright, maybe I'm here more often than not. That doesn't mean I'm not on top of the guild's accounts. Mercenary. Elven mercenary, neat. It's a lonely fate being the lone elven member of the Mercenaries Guild. Oh, that's sad. Choice I've made. Someone must take action against the prejudice and cruelty of Firma. Alright, I'm in for this place. Members of the Mercenary Guild may rest here for free. Come back when you choose to join. Cool. Sorry, we're completely out of emerald equipment. Aw, I don't even get the chance to buy emerald equipment. After our brethren return from Core, I'll prepare our emerald wares for your appraisal. Okay. Same? Same. Weapons, armor. Got it. Hi. Welcome, stranger. You look like a hardened traveler and adventurer. You'll allow me to ramble on a bit. I'd love to tell you about the mission of the Mercenaries Guild. Sure, let's hear more. Thank you for allowing an old man to expound upon his love of history. The Mercenaries Guild has existed for over 500 years. After the Great War, the devastating worldwide conflict that pitted each of the 4 races against each other, many homeless soldiers found themselves without a nation to fight for. Those warriors who no longer claimed any nationality gathered here in Rockwood, determined not to repeat history. Furthermore, the guild call issued forth to soldiers from all races, humans, elves, goblins, and dwarfs, gathered under the leadership of our first guildmaster, Ahmad Khan. Together, they are vowed to never allow the races to fight amongst themselves again. It is actually under their initial leadership, that Westonia was established as the world capital. Westonia predated the Great War, however it had been inhabited solely by elves up to that point. Together with the leadership of the Mercenaries Guild, the Elven King opened Westonia to all the races of the world, in an effort to heal the wounds opened during the Great War. Oh, excuse me. Listen to this old man ramble on. But still, I do have a point. Would you like to join the Mercenaries Guild? Sure, this seems like a good place. Wonderful. Guild treasurer, pay your guild membership fee. Oh, okay. Membership fee. Please return to me when you've officially joined the guild so we may discuss the next court conflict. Believe the treasurer is currently in the guild pub. Now, I don't think you have to join this place. You might have to advance the story, but you might be able to just get to Nature Court on your own. And you might have different options if you choose to go that way. Expeditionary force of guild members has departed to aid in Court's defense, for which the remaining stock of emerald equipment has been issued. The inner grotto protective spike strips are controlled by 3 buttons. Okay, this is important. I assume. The red button on the left moves the left spike gap up 1 unit. And the middle spike gap down 1 unit. Oh boy, it's gonna be a lot to remember. Okay. The green button in the middle moves the middle spike gap up 2 units, and the right spike gap up 1. The blue button moves the left spike gap down 2 units, and the right spike gap down 1. To align the gaps and open the way to the inner grotto, press the buttons in the following order. The page with the inner grotto combination is missing. Lame, have to figure it out myself. Okay, still the map. As the cleansing water pools in your hand, you pause to feel the weight of the shimmering liquid and contemplate how this water flowed through time to reach you here, now. Was this fate? I think I'm thinking a little bit too much about that water there. Let's move on. Mercenaries Guild Archives. Okay. Let's go pay our membership fee. You're the treasurer. How much? There are many missions that the guild undertakes which offer no payment. For that reason, we ask that every guild member show their loyalty to our cause through a one-time entry donation. I like that they're willing, they just help. Like, they're a mercenaries guild, but they're more of like a helpful organization, it sounds like. 5K. Sure, let's do it. Discussed our work in court yet. Alright, well, let's go talk to him about that. We'll probably get a choice of where to go. We need you to travel to court to join our other mercenaries in an effort to protect the core cohabilitation. I mean, that sounds good to me from what we heard. Nish is attacking the town for no reason other than goblins are there, even though they're peaceful. And the humans and goblins there are living in peace. So, there's no reason to attack them. No good reason. Already sent as many men as we dare to core. Despite our wishes, we must maintain a skeleton crew at all times here at the guild. Wealthy benefactors, who wish to remain nameless, are paying to protect the inhabitants of Core. Oh. Okay. Well, that's good and all, I just want to help. Yeah, I'm willing. Okay. Make sure to stock up before you make the long trek to Court. Fortunately, the main trade route between Rockwood and Court is impassable after a major earthquake. Your possible routes are north and southwest. To the north, you travel to the northern tip of Aldrin, loop around the mountains. Or, we could go to the really tough, abandoned dwarven stronghold to the southwest, which we heard was hard. Although the distances are longer, we deem the Frozen Tower the safer route, which is to the north. Abandoned tunnel that was once the western home to the dwarves, too dangerous. If you travel to the Frozen Tower, please take these rings. They'll protect you from the vile beast. Okay, zombie ring. That does sound great. Take these holy water flasks. They will allow you to cleanse yourself of the vile zombification that the monsters of the Frozen Tower can inflict. That's not great. Although I strongly recommend the Frozen Tower route, I'll give you the key to the gate we've installed at the entrance of the abandoned tunnel. That's a bad idea. Regardless of the route you choose, please be careful but make haste. Good luck. On our journey, please be advised Guild Scouts have returned with disturbing news. Ferocious monsters have been appearing at an alarming rate, something not seen since the Great War. Challenging these monstrous beasts is best left to senior guild members. However, if you believe yourself capable of vanquishing these terrible foes, you will be well rewarded. Please see the guild treasurer for your reward if you defeat any of these targets. If you'd like more information on any of the guild targets, ask Virgil. Okay. Protects against insta-death? That's bad. Protects against zombification? Also bad. Finn, you're gonna lose a lot of HP, but, and magic defense. But you will not be insta-killed, or turned into a zombie. Status effects are bad. She can get rid of status effects. So she needs to be protected from them. Let's save the game. So we have two choices. We could go north to the tower, or we can go southwest to the much more dangerous abandoned tunnels. Now, the Frozen Tower sounds like where we should go. It sounds like that'll be the better route. But for the sake of trying things, let's go to the south. Probably lose miserably, and then we can go to the Frozen Tower in the north. We've got some cash. I kind of want to save it to buy emerald equipment later. But let's instead... Item shop. Here we go. As you see, there's nothing here that restores MP, so keep an eye on your MP. More of these, if it cures zombie, because that may be a thing. Cure jinx, cure disease, cure silence, very important. Don't want the spellcasters to be, well, unable to cast. Wouldn't that be a shame? A few cure stone just in case. Cure paralysis could be useful. You're pretty cheap. We can buy a bunch of these. Cure confusion. Cure poison. Poison could be really mean. Blindness. Okay. Some sleeping bags just to save when we're out on the world. I can save anywhere. Keep forgetting I chose save anywhere. Sorry. Heals 500 HP. We'll buy a couple of these. They're expensive. Okay. And we'll keep some pocket change in case we find something like a traveling merchant or something on the in the tunnels. Who knows? Could be something there. First, before we head out, passenger transport to Vera has dramatically increased lately with the upcoming Decadal World Council in Westonia. Although the council itself is a very serious affair, there is a party atmosphere through Westonia. Yay! Anchor. Neat. Move this. Go faster. Captain never gives me any rest. Hi. Get your fish here. Fresh from the sea. Only a 500% markup. Wait, what? Only a 500% markup. Restore 25 MP for the entire party. See, these are all fish you can catch. Restore 350 HP for the entire party. Is that a lot? No, not in the grand scheme of things. Especially for the price you're having to pay for this. I mean, 25 MP, that's not a lot. But if you catch the fish... Mercenaries Guild attempted to hire passage to Core on the western coast. However, none of the ship captains will pass up the opportunity to make a killing through the extreme fares people are willing to pay for passage to Westonia. So you can't get boat passage because everybody is charging outrageously to get to Westonia. Me find treasure map, but me no read. You trade me 1,000 gold for a map? Sure, Goblin. Great, fair trade. We now have another treasure map. This is why we talk to NPCs. Way over there. Alright. Never mind. Hi. Most captives think of nothing but money. What about exploring the wild and savage seas? Hey! Recently, as 15 years ago, new islands were discovered in uncharted areas of the ocean. For example, I found this amazing recipe in my last voyage. It's believed that the resulting knife from following this recipe would inflict jinx on the beast you find in the wilderness. I'm feeling particularly generous. Please take the recipe, because I'm that kind of guy. Big thanks to White Giant RPG Studios. Thanks, guys. Thank you very much. That's me. They, for those of you that don't know, and some of you probably don't know, they, besides just giving me this opportunity to share some of the game with you before release, so you can get an idea of the game and maybe save up money in the next couple of weeks for you to get the game yourself. You're watching these as they come out. They also put me in as an NPC, which is really cool here in the first town. So, found myself. Yay! And I give you a recipe, which is really cool. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate that. That's really awesome. I never thought I'd be an NPC in any game or get anything like an opportunity to do this and share this with all of you. It's a really big honor. It's a huge honor being an NPC, so that's really neat. We do have a recipe. We have a recipe for a jinxing knife, a dagger that can jinx an enemy. We need 50k, an emerald dagger, which we can't get right now, Dracomancer staff, probably drops from Dracomancer, probably an enemy we'll fight, and 5 Phantom Wings, which will be from some bat-type enemy, maybe, that we'll find. Another enemy drop. Once we have all of that, you can have a Jinxing Knife, which is a better Emerald Dagger. Because it's not only just an Emerald Dagger, it's an Emerald Dagger that can cause the Jinx status effect. What does the Jinx status effect do? I don't know. That one's new. Large SP Orb. Or at least I don't remember it. But there you go. You can get especially if you're using like a thief, to use a dagger. Or you have a character that's using daggers. There you go. Get a cool recipe for me. Hopefully it's cool. Help you on your journey once you get emerald equipment. Well, the scholar has a lot of stuff to say. Giving us some information about both places we'll be visiting. So yes, I named this character me, but hey, I'm in your game if you get it. Please visit, say hi, get a recipe. Speaking of visiting, thank you very much for visiting my channel. Hope you enjoyed, had a lot of fun. A lot of exploration, I know. Oh, here we are with the world map. Neat. And back in town. Welcome, sir. Venturing out of town, are you? Oh, on your way to court for the Mercenaries Guild. Make sure to travel to the Frozen Tower. Only a fool would try the abandoned tunnel. We're gonna try the abandoned tunnel anyway. Planning on any extended time outside, buy a few rings to protect yourself. What you got? Protects against fire, thunder, ice, wind, dark damage. Plus 50 attack, plus 50 defense, plus 50 intelligence. Augury ring, which we started with, magic defense. Agility, preemptiveness, accuracy, plus 30 crit. That one's tempting. Protect against poison, also tempting. Silence, ooh. I should probably buy that for Psy. Be a good idea. Protect against sleep, paralysis and stun, confusion, darkness, stone, zombification, jinx, disease, darkness and poison, confusion and silence, sleep, paralysis and stun, poison, darkness and silence, confusion, sleep, paralysis, stun, 25% HP, MP, 50% HP, MP, respectively. A ring that increases SP gained in 25% in battle and from SP orbs. Throw those on before you use your orbs. 50% more SP gain. Correction, throw those on when you use your SP orbs. Protect against instant death. And that's everything. There's a lot of rings here. I like the clever ring. No to paralysis, stun, confusion, and sleep. That would be a useful one for me. Poison, darkness, and silence. That one's pretty good too. I like having immunity to status effects, because status effects can really ruin your day in a battle. As much as I like having the expansion ring, which is 50% more HP, which is a lot more HP, I know. I'd like to have some status effect protection, but we'll see what the enemies throw at us, and then we can make adjustments there. That's why we have save files. Next time, we will explore the world map, go to where we shouldn't be going, which is to the southwest for the abandoned tunnels, and then when that inevitably fails, we will head north and continue our journey. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you had a lot of fun. Until next time, where we will journey out into the world and see what terrifying monsters will be attacking us, and maybe some new locations, I'm Cendril 9. Remember to shoot for the stars, and take care, everyone.